Live people ignore the strange and unusual. I myself am strange and unusual.
Hey guys, what's up? It's been a long time. Oh, y'all can't see it. I got my ghost earrings on. They're supposed to glow in the dark, but I don't think they've had no sunlight. So I'll say hi to Myers, Adrian, Christine. Who have I missed? Kurt, Stephanie. Adrian, did I say Adrian already? And of course, Thomas. Somebody said Cindy was in here. Hey, Cindy. Long time, that's right. I missed some of the first people coming in because it's been a little while. So, how y'all like my room? I can change it to whatever color I want. I'm still adding stuff to it. Still doing stuff. So I probably will continue to be doing stuff, but there's even more things here than what I showed in the video the other day. Thank you. Hey, I like my cool little fireplace. I love it. And bought some more signs to put up for the room. So thought we'd come in and have a chat. Maybe watch one of my videos together, maybe even a movie. Hey, David. I think that's my nephew in there, my Dave. Hey, sweetheart. So how you like my shirt? This is another Teamy find. You can't sit with us. It's got it's backwards to show you. The lady from the Munsters, Morticia Adams, Vampira, and Elvira. So, got my cozy shirt on. Kevin's probably going to go to bed here in a minute. He's got to work at the hunting club again this weekend and next weekend. So, it's so hot for me, and that's the reason I haven't been filming much. I mean, not only because we're still working on the house and moving things, but it's been so hot, I can't handle it. And once it cools off, I'll be doing a lot more filming. I do better in the cooler weather than the hot weather. And so I was trying to think. I'm reading the comments, and so I'm getting off subject there it is cozy, Christine. It's very cozy. I stay in here a lot. Cam takes over the TV and watches a lot of Tim Allen shows. Thank you, Adrian. And I sit in here and watch YouTube and different things. But if I can get my butt up in the morning, I might go somewhere. If I can go somewhere early while it's still cool outside before it gets past dinner and come home then I'd probably be okay. But I have to tell y'all about, I have to tell off on myself about my goofy butt. I have not, and this chair used to be in my office at work, and it's messed up and it keeps sliding down every time somebody sits in it. But so I haven't been feeling well this week. I didn't go to work yesterday because I've been feeling so tired, and it's like the more I sleep, the more I feel like I don't have any rest. My nerves, like, I don't mean like, oh, my nerves, just the nerves in my body are all messed up. I've been having some dizzy spells. I hadn't been able to eat, and I'm having to force myself to eat. I've lost some weight in my hips, my butt, I guess. But I was talking to a girl at work today, and she was mentioning some stuff, and it dawned on me. My stupid butt stopped taking my vitamin D. I have to take the 5,000 I use every single day. If I ever stop, it just plummets, and I'm in just desperate despair. And I know that's what's caused it. So, and I don't know what made me forget to stop taking it. I do things like that. And so I took a dose when I got home, and then I took another dose after I ate something just a minute ago. Hoping I'll start feeling better in a few days. So that had me messed up for a couple of weeks. I hadn't felt like going anywhere or doing anything. And I think that's what it was. And I'm bad to mix, like I have gabapentin I take, and I have ibuprofen I take, and they look just alike. And I've mixed them some, I don't know, I do some stupid crap and mess myself up sometimes. Yeah. Kevin don't want to walk in here because he's wearing his boxers. He don't want y'all to see his sexy body.
Come in there, do it.
Psh, listen at him. Yeah, low vitamin D can cause some issues, Stephanie. So all you're going to do is tap his foot. So hopefully I can get to feeling better. But
Copper in here.
Oh yeah, Copper ain't gonna come. Copper don't like being in here for some reason. Hey Rosie, how are you? So it's just great seeing y'all again, and getting to chat with you. Yeah, hey Capo. He won't stay here with me because he's got to be in there with his daddy. He won't even lay with me in the living room anymore. When I go in there, he usually likes going in there. He don't want it. So I'm going to go back to doing. We're talking. Hey baby, we're going to go back doing some ghost stories and some other things. And if it's, I keep hoping each weekend, oh, this is the day it's going to cool off, and I can go out and do some stuff. I want to go back to the Chickamauga battlefield for sure. The only booger about that is there's certain times you can't be there, and because it's a state park, you can't fly your drone there, and they have all these rules. But I thought something fun to do tonight would be one thing. Might could watch the first video I ever made, because some of you may not have ever seen it. If y'all are interested in watching that. And maybe the first video ever did with Marie, because that's the first time I ever used a spirit box. She had to show me how to use it. And So that was interesting too, because some of these older videos, y'all probably weren't here for that initially. If y'all are interested, thank you. I love my office too. I love it. This is like a dream come true to me. And I got my skeleton over there in the chair. I took an old table, as you can see right here. It was just an old ugly ass end table in the living room. And I bought this like gypsy throw thing, and I was surprised when I got it. It fits it perfect. And I put my cards on it and everything. So he's my card reader over there. I call him Slim. I think I was calling him Fred on Facebook. I call him Slim now. Kevin's just standing here looking at me, giving me the creeps. Yeah, and I'm going to go back to doing some card reading. And I haven't done jack crap for my members lately. And I am so sorry. Quit talking to Slim. He ain't going to talk back. But Thomas says, hey, Kevin.
Hello.
He says hello. So, but yeah, I think what I'm going to do for my members is go back to start to do some cards again, just to give y'all a little something back. I don't have any outtakes or special features or something extra to post right now. So, but yeah, if y'all not part of the private Facebook group, Thomas is over that. He posts a lot of fun things, and he posts a lot. He does a lot of hard work on it, and he does a great job. And of course, I always appreciate him and all of you for just being here, just coming in and chatting, because I miss you guys so much. Being able to do a chat and it not being my freaking living room with everybody running through the house. Have a proper office. So my resident ghost back there doing tricks. So without further ado, stop it. We're going to share my screen here. Hang on a second. Yeah, okay. Just making sure that we're doing that. Okay. It's been a while since I've messed with StreamYard. I got to get back in the habit. So, the reason I chose this particular place to do the first, Kevin's making him bark. I know it. He's doing that on purpose. Stop, Kevin. Anyway, so the reason I chose this place is back when Kevin and I first got married. We stayed in this, we would camp beside Gunnersville Lake out there in the middle of nowhere. Like he had to drive his Jeep up in there. It was really rough. It wasn't a road really. It was just a path, and you had to drive over tree branches and everything else to get back there. But if you got back there early enough on the weekend, there was this one particular spot where you could set up camp, and it had like a beachy area that you could lay there and you could hear the water just rolling in like you were on the beach almost. And it was really cool. And he told me one night, he goes, there's a graveyard out here. And it freaked me the heck out. And I'm like, what are you even talking about? And so we had to get to it. We got back in his Jeep and we had to drive a little further. And I remember we had to pass this really, really creepy large tree and take a left. And there was the graveyard. And it was all grown. I felt so sorry for the people buried there. It was just like, I'm like, do they even know they're back here? It was pitiful. You couldn't even get back there. Kevin. But, so anyway, Kevin decided he'd carry me around. I wasn't going places by myself yet. And he said, well, we'll go out there. And then we found I think we filmed 2 or 3 other places that day. And it was so hot that day. I'll never forget it. So, when we got there, they had cleaned off every bit of that area. And it was like a place for RVs and things. And the graveyard was not in the place that I remember it being in. It was really, really weird. I mean, my equilibrium was all off when we got there, but they had totally cleaned off every single one of those stones. They'd whitewashed them. And I was proud for that, but it's sad at the same time because I hated that they tore down all the trees and everything around it. So they went. I went online and found out more information. And this is actually a cemetery of people that were displaced from the TVA coming in and flooding. Y'all know I've done videos, had a series called Lost Cemeteries of Appalachia, which I'm going to do some more stuff on. But these were graves that would have been underwater. But if you were rich enough, you could dig up what was left of your loved one in the headstone and have them moved to another area. It was called Vaught Cemetery, Vaught. And found that out later also. So some of them might have been there, but before that, but most of these people were moved there to save them from the flood. And there are so many graves still under the water under Gunswell Lake. There's still so many Indians, I'm sure, buried under the water. It's just, there's a lot of them. So that's why I called the video, They Were Saved from the Flood. And my first couple of videos, there wasn't any ghost hunting necessarily in it. And the reason being was I had a large following on Facebook. And it's still up if you go look for it. Y'all probably don't even know this. It was called Coffee with Jessie. And I would share Bible verses and how different things would relate in your life. And people came to me for different Christian things. But I've always, my whole life, been interested in the paranormal. I was scared to death for my friends to find out that I was into this stuff, because you know how a lot of people are. They think you can't be a Christian and be into the paranormal at the same time. Now, I'm also into some of the Wiccan stuff, not a whole lot, but there are Christian people that do this sort of thing. You don't have to like love a false god or something like that to do things, because people don't realize, but when you say an intention about something, it's still the same as a prayer. You're, lifting up somebody. And when you're like in the Church of God, like I was, we'd lay hands on people, and we prayed over this one girl. She had a tumor in her brain, and we laid hands on her head and prayed over her really hard. And the next time she went to the doctor, that tumor was gone. I kid you not. But some people would say that was witchcraft. I mean, it's your intention. It's the spirit and the life that God puts in you. His Holy Spirit that helps you do stuff. So, but yeah, so it was a little bit before I finally started doing paranormal things, but that was really what I wanted. I wanted the channel to be about the legends and stuff that people won't remember, because all of our older people were dying, and people don't remember the old stories people used to tell about certain places. And if you can memorialize these stories in a video that's going to be on the internet forever, then the next generation can come and learn from you. And you can't have the paranormal without knowing the history. And there's a video I did a couple of years ago called What Lies Beneath, where I went out in a canoe at night and did spirit box on the water. Probably the first. The heck was that? Sound like a daggum UFO. Anyway, so what was I even? I've done got off my rocker here. I can't even remember what my point was. Oh yeah, the gentleman that told the story of the ghost and everything. He was serious as a heart attack. He did not want to be filmed. He didn't want people in the area knowing he was the one telling the tales. So that's why I had to kind of say what happened, because he didn't want his face out there. But he got us all together. He says, if I see anybody's lights coming on that you're filming, you're out of here, and blah, 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 blah. And then he said real serious, he goes, why do we need to hear about the story of these people before we talk about, the ghost stories? And I said, because you can't have that. you can't understand the ghost stories if you don't know the history. And he's like, exactly. So he was serious as a heart attack. So, but yeah, so that's basically what my channel has tried to be, a little bit of ghost stories. Sometimes, Dad, he don't get into the paranormal stuff. So he likes to tell what he knows, because he wants people to have his knowledge before he passes. He wants to memorialize things in that way. And he wants me to go to Pennsylvania with him somewhere to Battlefield. We might be doing it at the end of the month. I don't know. I'm off, so I don't know. But so I think I tell a little bit about that in this, and I'm just going to tell you, this is going to look real cheesy compared to what I do right now. It really is. Let me hit the play button on it. We'll go.
What is up? This is Omar Gosh, and you are watching Jessie's Histories and Mysteries. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, or else.
I love that. Y'all hear me okay over this video? And somebody put a thumbs up or a 1 or something if you can hear me okay.
Hey everybody, it's Jessica here, and welcome to the very first episode of Jessie's Histories and Mysteries. I am so glad you're here with me. I'm so excited to get started on this mini adventures that we're going to have. If you enjoy history, learning about ghost stories, historic legends, things.
I just got to say, I was a little bit used to doing videos because of the Coffee with Jessie thing. But I was so shy. It took me a little bit to be myself. So
that are just dying out because nobody's remembering them. That's what's so sad about all of this. Well, go down there and click that like button, subscribe to me, and beside that subscribe button, ding that bell. That way you will never miss a notification of when I post a new video. So let's get started. We're first going to Langston, Alabama, and hearing about the history of the town. And the first episode, we've got 2 cemeteries, and I've got another episode coming in behind this one that's going to have a 3rd one. And I have so many ideas of places to go and see where we can soak up that history. I'm doing all the sweating for you, so you don't have to. I'm doing all the walking, so you don't have to.
Definitely
and if you have any ideas of where you think you would like me to go, put them in the comment section, and I'll see if it's somewhere local I can go. If not, I'll see what I can do. So I'm going to try to do that. I just, if you know of any historic tales in the Northeast Alabama area, or maybe even Southern Tennessee or West Georgia, let me know. That could be somewhere I can visit, and I can go film it for you, and you can enjoy it. So talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Cherokee Indians used to own the land, which is now.
Okay, when I did this section right here, it was so hard because I didn't know how to do voiceovers. I didn't know how to do anything. I went outside with my phone and did like a recorder thing, and the dog outside wouldn't quit barking. People wouldn't quit coming in there, and I was like, I about lost my crap just doing this one little section. So glad to know a little bit more about how to do this sort of thing.
Called Langston, Alabama. Langston was settled in the 1810s and was initially known as Coffee Town, named after Langston Coffee, the first postmaster. In 1869, trains and automobiles were coming along, and transportation wasn't flowing through the water like it used to. Many people moved to Texas.
You didn't miss much, JVD. I was just telling a bunch of bull about myself. We're watching my very first YouTube video.
That's when James Morgan sold many acres of land. Langston was born out of this. Langston had physicians, Masonic Lodge, churches, post office,
Everywhere
gristmill,
around
and a
here was
cotton gin.
founded by
TVA,
Freemasons.
which built the
Everywhere.
Gunnersville Dam in 1938, flooded this once prosperous town. It forced those who lived within the TVA boundaries to move. This left the skeleton of what used to be a thriving town. Reports say that the Coffeetown Cemetery did not survive the flood. However, at least 3 bodies were moved from that cemetery to what is now Vaught Cemetery. Those people were Nancy Snodgrass and 2 3-year-old infant Snodgrass children. Come along with me as we visit the cemeteries of those lost to history. So we are on our way down the mountain to the Langston community.
Back when I did this, Kevin had bought me that Nikon camera, and it takes great pictures. All my really good ghost pictures are with that camera. I don't know why. It just is. But as far as filming goes, it really sucks because you can't see yourself and you don't know. You forget if you're zoomed in or zoomed out, like if you're trying to film yourself. So I don't know. That's why I don't use that one so much
Jackson County to see this abandoned cemetery. And back in the day when pioneers were moving through, they just buried people wherever. It seems in odd places to us now because we have roads where they didn't have roads, and sometimes you might even find a grave just off the side of the highway somewhere. But this one is probably a very old community cemetery. The last time we were there was 20 plus years ago.
That's what I'm telling what it looked
it was
like back
all grown
then.
up. You couldn't see anything much about the tombstones, but there's been people back there since then that have cleaned up the area.
Oh, I knew it.
Hopefully have cleaned up the cemetery some for us to see it. It's just kind of sad when you see a cemetery that's not.
I thought when I went down there
because
that I
those
had
are
no
somebody's
idea. Like
loved
I was really
ones,
shocked. I guess I was.
and somebody cared
surprised
about
they
them at one
did more.
time, and now it's like they're just forgotten.
Right.
So it is kind of
I
sad.
almost did.
I do not know what TC means. I wonder what that. Somebody went by and wrote their name on one of these rocks, and this is a really bumpy way to come down the mountain. But I'm not going to film my husband. He doesn't want to be filmed.
Even though it did.
That was like a flash shot. There's a flash that's over. He says, "Stop it."
He still don't like to be.
So when we get down there, we're probably going to have to do some walking. When we went down there, whoa, my gosh, what a curve. Oh, my gosh.
That's one of the curves you turn
But
around
isn't
and
that pretty
butt.
down there?
Turn
Isn't
around
that
and kiss
pretty?
it.
Except for where the trees have been all knocked down. I don't know what they're doing down there. Oh, my goodness. Look at that.
This would have been back in 2018.
We used to camp back in there where that cemetery was. And I think they've turned it into an area now where campers can go back in there. So hopefully we won't have any trouble getting permission to go back there because it's sort of a public area and it's not really private land. I won't say who owns it, but they're definitely doing something right there. So let's go check it out. So, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm just so surprised. Look at this now. Every bit of this was woods that you had to track through, and they have cleaned the cemetery off. And there is like an oak tree way down there we used to turn left on, and this was nothing but woods, nothing but woods. And they have like totally changed the whole landscape out here. It's crazy. I mean, I'm glad they have because this cemetery was completely grown up. I didn't think it had a name, but I saw a sign back there that it said Vaught Cemetery, VAUGH.
And when I went back there, they would, there was people looking at me. I was so scared somebody's going to run me off, and I don't care anymore. I've gotten over that.
And it's right here at this campground where everybody's camping. So, wow, we're going to actually get to see who I was out here because this was so grown up you couldn't see anything when we were out here last time. So this is amazing. And there's some right here that something fell there. Don't know who that is. Oh my goodness. This is wild. And there you can't see any names. Maybe they're on the other side. Oh, there was something here. LV. You can't even, they're so old. You can't even see anything there. It's just like granite stone now. Isn't that something?
Probably because they're so back in the woods, had vines growing up around them, you couldn't even get to them.
This is wild. Look here. Seems like it says
And they may have messed them up when they cleaned them.
MA today. Ooh, can't even read. Just can't read it. I can't believe this, though. This blows my mind. Look what 20 years. It's hard to see. Let's see if I can get a better view of what that says there. Restful in while something they sleep. McCormick. I think that's the last name. Wow, look at that. I wonder if that's why this cemetery is named Vault Cemetery. Look there. Hiram Vault, 1833 to 1897. And here's the S.J. Vault, 1886,
This was probably
I
somebody's
think, to
farm. It was
1914.
probably the Vault farm or something like that at one time.
Though as single to remember dead. William Vault, born 1858 to 1881. Okay, I had a mishap with my camera just then. I don't know what happened. This is William Vault, born 1858 and 1881. He remembers and follows me. Remember and follow me, excuse me. So obviously he's leading on up to heaven. And let's see what we got here. John Hayes, born 1862, died in 1918. Wow, father. So that could have been mother over there. I'm not sure.
that
Sometimes
camera
it
moves.
stay up.
People
Wanna make sure
complain
I'm not
so much about how my
stepping on
camera went.
anybody. Okay, these are just about too hard to read over here,
Hey, John and Cindy.
but they're neat to look at. So this is obviously very, very old cemetery. We're probably gonna go and see. There's another one that's really old that has some Confederate soldiers nearby. We're probably gonna go check that one out. Oh, I don't see what happened to the top of that one. This one says that they died in 1896. Asleep in Jesus, blessed sleep, from whence none overwakes to weep. A calm and undisturbed repose, unbroken in the last of foes. Wow.
This was my favorite part. Poor old me trying to turn the camera and make it look something. This is the first video I ever made. I like that music. Something you might not know about trees, Terry. They have certain ones they plant because the roots are invasive and it's to help hold the body down so the body can't rise again. It's like when people put up around the grave or something. I've learned that over the years. Now didn't know how to fade music in and out, but I'll probably just quit.
So it was really weird. That place it was unrecognizable from what we're used to seeing. But now we're driving across the bridge that's right beside there, and
That's
heading to
where
other
we
places.
park in my
They've
car.
got a lot of other cemeteries around here, but I mean, yeah, I hate it that it's not the way it used to be, but at least they cleaned up that cemetery, because that's been bothering me ever since, worrying about that cemetery. I got your hand, Kevin. I don't have anything else for us stuff. You don't worry about it. Again. So we are down.
I started
Union
in
Cemetery
2018. August 2018 was when I filmed
Get
this.
a nice view of the
I'm at 18.
countryside and a bug
I
on the
don't remember what.
windshield. Sometimes you're the windshield and sometimes you're the bug.
It's been 6 years now.
He's gonna hang out and go with us.
I don't know when I posted these,
Yeah,
but I
somebody's
know it
nice
was
house
August.
down here.
Now this graveyard was literally in their
Don't
pasture
tell me the
front of their
cemetery's
house.
in their front yard. I think it is. Holy cow. That cemetery is right beside that house. How freaky
That's
is that? Those
nothing.
birds, oh my gosh.
I've seen cemeteries right up
caught them on film or
against
not.
people's
That was
houses
pretty.
now.
Wow.
What's funny is the cows
So we're
is
here
walking
to
through
check
these things.
out that tree. How cool. Seems like there's always freaky looking trees at cemeteries.
What's cool about
I know
this
there's one where
I found a Revolutionary War soldier at this
grandmother of
grave.
mine is, I found on Ancestry. So we got Emmy and Ordway.
It kind of goes on.
One died in 1935. Wow. Look at, was out on the boats on a bridge too far. If you ever seen that movie. We were very proud of him. I mean, his story is amazing. My dad has a book called Stray Bullets Have No Eyes. If you can find a copy online, I suggest you read it. It's very good. And he writes about everything Papa went through. And he should have died many, many times.
I said hi to y'all earlier. I don't know if you
he didn't, or we wouldn't be here.
Thanks for being
This is T.T. Harrison, 1888 to 1937.
This is my very first little video.
We got some Evans and Stewarts over here.
This is the
beside the cows.
day I found Langston Cemetery too.
These are fairly new. John died in 76. Molly died in 93.
Trying to find the.
Hey, my oldest son was born.
I just run my mouth a lot of it.
I'm sure he lives in that house over there. That one's really old. They were born in 1876. I can't read the date of death. Some of these are so cool. 1848, 1855, children of something Reynolds.
One thing I noticed about this cemetery, there were a lot of children buried here. There were.
But I noticed a lot of these back then.
Let's see if I can get over the.
One has a little thing around it.
I want y'all to see that Revolutionary War soldier.
Can't tell who it is though.
I see the tent graves up there.
I don't want to. I'm gonna walk in between. I don't want to walk on
Revolutionary War soldiers up there.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Look how short that one is. That's probably a child too.
What kills me, these tent graves, I didn't realize they were graves. That's why it took me a while to get there. I thought they were like a little building or something. Looks like I'm getting there.
1897, 1936, and the other 67. Now maybe all of them here. We're going to go up to another road called Cemetery Road.
You have to learn about
and see what kind of graves they have there. Let's do it. Union Cemetery. I just realized and happened to think maybe these were graves, and they are.
These are very rare to find.
I fell right in a hole.
Of course I fell in a hole. I always fall in the holes.
You can see writing on it, but it is really difficult. Really difficult to see. Wow. But these are all somebody's graves. trying to walk around, see if I see any names or dates. So I'll tell you one thing, this one here was lived by somebody. They got solar lights out. Must be someone's ancestor. Benjamin Oliver, the captain of the Seviers Regiment, Revolutionary War. Holy cow. 1752 to 1840. Wow, that's how old some of these are. That is insane.
I used some of this footage for my Lost Cemeteries of Appalachia. The Hauser bullies. That they are, my friend. Okay, let's see. Let me find the other one I was going to show you. And we might watch a movie or something. This one. Make sure it's up. Okay. Whoop. Now, this is the one I was telling you about. This was when I first went to film with Marie, and she let me use her spirit box. It was the first time I ever used one, and didn't really know what I was doing. And there were voices. As soon as she handed it to me and turned on, it was just, they were going wow with me. And she was like, wow, you got a lot of stuff. I might, Cindy, Kevin's going to be gone. Maybe message me, let me know where y'all planning on going and what time. I guess it depends on if I get my butt up. I was telling everybody before, when I first started the stream, that I'd realized I hadn't been taking my vitamin D like I was supposed to, and I'm kind of messed up. But hopefully I can get some sleep tonight. But message me where you're going and around what time. That would be cool. I saw where y'all went to that school. That was crazy. So what the heck was I going to say? Back to the video. It was really neat. I don't know if y'all have ever heard the story of how I met Marie, like in person, but it was all because of Oh My Gosh's Gatorland. I was one of her patrons when I don't know if she still does Patreon or not, but I was on her Patreon. And so she was doing some sort of a live stream, and I was watching it on my TV, and I guess I had it on my phone to chat or something. And I'd watch her and her sister and Omar and all them all the time. And I found out about her when I saw the Witch's House video where she got pushed. That was insane. I don't remember if it was Omar's video or her sister's video where saw it happen. And I saw her and Angie in some of Patty's videos. I didn't even realize they were related. But I went on her channel to check her out and started watching some of her stuff and thought she's just the sweetest lady. And I got to, I guess, talking to her online or something. And because I thought she was so cool, because she was doing all these videos where she was meeting her fan, you know, and she wasn't stuck up, you know, like I'm waiting on so-so today. They're coming down for a visit. And I'm like, who does that on YouTube? Hardly anybody. That's so cool. And she started watching some of my stuff, and she liked what she saw from me. She thought she'd be a good friend. And so she was doing a live stream about maybe having some people come up to Gatorland. And I don't know if I said something. She goes, Jessie, you ought to come. You know, you ought to come and hang out with us. And I was like, Marie wants me to come hang out with her. And I told Ken, I said, let's go to Florida. And he was like, no. I said, yeah, let's go to Florida, because he don't go nowhere. I like to go, but so I talked him into it, and we had such a ball hanging out with her and Angie, and we hung out with Patty a lot too. And then Joe and Rob for a little while, we hung out with them, and I can't remember who there was a bunch of us there. Jeannie Sterney was there. Katrina was a fan of Angie's, and she came down. She drove all the way from New York, like 24 hours with no sleep, and kind of hang out with us. And we spent several days together. And it was so much fun at Gatorland. I got to meet so many people and hang out. I even filmed a couple. I had no idea who they were at the time. But I filmed them, and the girl actually, and talked to her for a long time. And they have a channel on YouTube called Healthy Junk Food, and they're big YouTubers. And they come. I had no idea they were big YouTubers. I was just, carrying on with them. But this was that trip, and so yeah, Marie taught me how to use a spirit box. And honest to God, I do not remember how this starts out. This was another one of the first videos because I wasn't doing YouTube long before I went down there to Florida. So I don't remember what all this one has. We'll see. I like that music. You know that last time we went, we saw all the damage people were doing to the cemetery. You can obviously see where they were running over the graves and stuff. And it wasn't long after we put out those videos and shut that cemetery down to keep vandals out. You got these, so many YouTubers come and made this cemetery popular. And I'm sure you get kids up in there drinking and being stupid and disrespectful. So I don't know if they've ever opened it back up or not. I don't know. You see this guy over there with the truck? Oops. I paused the wrong one. That guy with the truck that you saw, his truck actually broke down in the cemetery, and it is locked up. I mean, how do people visit their loved ones and stuff? I don't know. It's crazy to me. But so the whole time we were filming, Kevin was over there with that guy trying to help get his vehicle started back up. That's what a good guy Kevin is. He just happened to be in the right place at the right time for that guy. Get on my nerves. This is the coolest cemetery. I mean, I know it's got a bad rap. It's beautiful back there.
Hey everybody, I'm here with Marie.
See, I told y'all I didn't know how to fade out of music. It's just like a breath that's gone. And I wish somewhere I probably had the outtakes of this, but Marie's trying to show me how to put the camera in my face. But like I said, there's not a viewfinder, so you can't really tell what you're doing. And she knew I was shy, so she was trying to give me some pointers. She is such a nice lady. She goes out of her way to, and I've seen her. There was a couple that we filmed with one time I was down there that just kept, they were local in the area and they just kept messenger. We want to film with you, want to film with you. So she finally agreed. She helped them with their filming. She even helped them with their intro and outro because they didn't know what they were doing. And she's just kind like that. She don't mind to help anybody.
From Marie's Life Vlogs and Mysteries.
Hello, everyone.
Hey. And Jennifer, what's her name?
Jenny's Journey.
Jenny's Journeys.
Yes,
And
first
we're
time
here
at
at
Jenny's.
Spring Hill Cemetery
name.
in Brooksville, Florida. Or Spring Hill, Florida, rather. And
It's Brooksville.
Brooksville. I'll get it right.
Cut that part
Cut
out.
that part out.
Oh,
It's my
God.
first time here, and I'm very excited to check out this place. It's got a lot of legends and
It's just
very haunted.
confusing because it's
so
Spring
let's
Hill
get started.
Cemetery. You think it'd be in
Okay,
Spring Hill.
guys. Jenny's on a live stream, and we are going to walk this cemetery. And I got my flip flops on. I didn't bring my hooker boots, so I better not get no smell. And I am here with Jessie's Histories and Mysteries.
Yay!
So make sure you guys check her out. Check out her channel. She does some some cemetery videos in Alabama, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Alabama. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ooh, I hate walking through here with these shoes on. So who do you want to go see?
I'm not sure. I just like to see it all and the little girl's grave too. And
We'll walk back up there and
when she's done, yeah.
Jonathan's right here. I did spirit box. I don't know if you remember. His mama died giving birth to him.
Oh,
And this is his mom.
yeah.
Laura, and this is Jonathan, his wife.
I do remember seeing them. Yeah.
And, this is where we were standing. Remember when me, Angie, and Jennifer was here? We were standing down here and we got all them spirit box messages. I got really, I don't know if it was dizzy or I had to like hurry up to the car. Angie got a lot of good spirit box.
Oh, yeah.
A whole lot of good spirit box.
And these flowers, Marie takes donations for flower funds and flower projects.
I don't know
And
if
she
Marie
comes
still
out
does
to
that or
these
not.
old graves that nobody visits anymore and makes sure they're decorated. I'll leave a link to her channel below so you can check her out and check Jennifer out too. And also if you want to help her with these donations, that would be greatly appreciated.
I think these graves are so neat.
Are you still live? Yeah, Catherine here. Hi, Catherine. Hi, John. Big shout out to you. Who else is here?
I don't remember who John. Well,
Hi, daughter.
I know who Catherine Pierce is. She used to come in all the time. I hadn't seen her in a while.
Back in there.
Somebody else just came in. Well, shout out to everybody. Hi, Marie. John said hi.
The trees
Hi,
there are just so
John.
pretty because they're almost you know.
Yeah, we got our
So cool.
flip-flops on. What the heck's wrong with us? I don't know. There's a huge red ant pile.
There's a pile right here, a little bit of one. I got my shoes on.
My shoes. None of us are wearing our hookah boots.
Some really, really old graves.
Red's right over there. Right in there. That's where you guys were.
I was just walking around aimlessly because I had nothing to to do any investigations with at the time.
I'm going this way.
Let's see what I got. Trying to get to where she can.
Any good things? Bye.
I got a little bit.
See ya.
If you want to use my box, you can try.
Okay. I don't know how to use it.
I got it on, but where do you want?
I don't know how to use it.
Marie allowed me to use her spirit box. Is there anybody here today?
Is it Willie or Millie?
It looks like Mallie.
Mally?
Mally?
I don't know if she says it right here or not, but at one point she says, you know, if you pick it up and hold it, it works better. And that's when I started.
Mally, are you here with us?
Who's here with us today? Is there someone around this area? Anybody wish to speak to us? Can you tell me how you passed away? What is your name? Ooh. How old are you? What year did you die? Do you have anyone with you? How many of you are here?
Almost sounds like we're 9.
Can you tell me any of our names? My hand is starting to feel hot. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I did it. My hand feels hot every time I want.
What is my name? Do you know what state I'm from? Do you have anything you wish to say to anybody that you haven't gotten to say before? I just heard help me. I said, is there anything you'd like to say you haven't been able to say before? Well, what can we help you do?
Hey Marie, I was talking about you and how nice you are and how we met and how this video right here is the first time I ever used a spirit box. It was your spirit box you let me use.
Are you watching us from the woods? Are we safe here? Are you spirit that is... Oh, shoot. Have you moved on into the light yet?
Me too. I wish we could hang out all the time.
Is there anything you need us to do for you or for one of your loved ones that's still here?
Sweet and genuine person you are.
Wow. Play with that taser. Wow. Can you tell us what heaven is like? Do I have anybody with me that I brought with me here? You said you needed help earlier. I never did hear exactly how. I never did hear how I can help you. Can you tell me how?
You're right, Marie. We always have fun. Everybody's ready to go, and I'm over there. Oh, that's a spirit box, and I'm using it. Oh, thanks, Cindy.
What'd you say?
I'm evil? I just felt like it said I'm evil.
I heard you again for just a second. Would it help if I walked around a little bit? Who's buried right here? Is this you? Where are you from? What year did you die? Are you buried here? Or are you spirit that traveled with one of us? If you traveled with one of us, what cemetery?
You sound like it said Kelly.
Had that speaker right up in the camera's face. What's the name of Angie's friend standing beside her? Could have been Chris.
What did you say my name? It's like Katrina.
Oh, it did.
Oh, I heard the
Trina. What is my name?
That's really like crazy. No, it's cool, but it's crazy at the same time.
my hand's shaking. I didn't realize holding my camera so long. I don't know.
What's funny is I didn't know how to turn this thing off.
That was a weird sound, whatever that was.
Murray finally gets it back and just kind of like, I don't know what to do with it.
You done?
Yeah, thanks.
You got a lot.
Right now I'm at the entrance of Spring Hill Cemetery, and this is Fort Dade Road. It's a very haunted road. There is a legend about a lady in white that haunts this road. If you have watched any of Patty or Marie's videos or Margosh's videos, you would see them investigating the road. And if you'll notice, there is one video that Margosh put out where he actually captured the ghost of the woman in white.
Oh my goodness, these old pictures. I didn't even know I put them in there. There's something about cemeteries to me that's just so beautiful. It's you know, it's art. A lot of people think, oh, that's so morbid. Why would you want to go to a cemetery? Or, especially places where you don't know the people buried there, but it's just pretty. That dog got removed, really? Some peckerwood probably stole it. There's another cemetery I went to in Georgia, close to where I did that church that had all the pentagrams all over it. What the name of it? Hell's Church. There's a cemetery in town there. Beautiful cemetery. I love that cemetery. And they had dolls and stuff out there. It's a real pretty old cemetery. I can't remember what the name of the town is you go to. I'd have to look it back up again. Huh? No, it started with the C. In Georgia. Anyway, I also showed the very first video ever made. Like I said, come a little bit better at editing than I was back then. It's not Kenton, is it? I have to look at Kenton, Georgia. Yeah. Yeah, I bet, Cindy. Kenton, Georgia. Yeah. I wish I could remember the name of that cemetery, though, that I went to. I'd have to look back at my videos. Putting in some of my Gatorland pictures. Oh gosh. Ah, me Marie. Save the best for last. So do y'all want to watch a movie, or y'all tired of being in here? I've got some pulled up, or we can watch some of my videos, whatever y'all want to do. I've got a House on Haunted Hill. I've got a Barbara Steals the Ghost. A lot of fun stuff. Yeah, our little photo shoot. The one we did by the just me and you by the tree where Haley took her picture, or the ones we did back then. That was a lot of fun, though. The ones where Haley was taking mine and Marie's pictures. That was so much fun. I think I have an album or something on my Facebook. I know Marie does too, of our pictures. We had a lot of fun that day. And Marie was like, brought out some extra shirts, and she was like, okay, you're going to put this shirt on. Yeah. She's like, you put this shirt on and put this on, and we're going to make ourselves look different. I still use some of those pictures for stuff. Those good memories. We need to do a new one, a new photo shoot. It was, yeah, like we were movie stars. And then we were doing, Marie come up with some of, watch some of your vids. Okay. Marie came up with some of poses. You know, I had my REM pod back then and on. She's like, stand there and look. You know, I was too shy, and I was just like, I couldn't do nothing without giggling. I could do a better job now. I can't do that without giggling. Oh, Lordy. But, you know, and I don't know if Marie knows this, I don't have my REM pod anymore. After I got COVID, I was feeling a little bit better, and I thought, okay, I'm going to go out and film this cemetery. And y'all may remember it. It was a cemetery in Gadsden, and it was really neat looking. And they had one of those angels out there, one of those Christmas angels. And then I did a video where I was at this set of graves that were like this. It was really strange. And I went in the circle and I had the REM pod in there. I guess I left it because you know how COVID, your brain ain't right. I got home, thought I had it, and I get to looking for it to go out again, and I can't find my REM pod anywhere. And the only thing I think is I left it in that cemetery. That's $100 just fly away. Gone, baby. So that's when I got the millimeter. But yeah, I can't believe that it said my name on it. It said like Jessica, blah, blah, blah. Because when you go like places like South Pittsburgh Hospital and all that, everybody's got one. So you, it's like putting your name on your lunchbox. You, this one's mine. Shut up, Kevin. No, it didn't help. Somebody somewhere's found that thing. Here's one y'all may not have seen. Let me find it. You might find this interesting. Not a lot of people have seen it. This was back when I went with John and Dad to Gettysburg, and there's some outtakes I took, not of like ghost hunting or anything. It was just stuff people show me, stuff people tell me. I think I go into a crystal shop, and it's just kind of like a vlog sort of. But yeah, so it's Adrian. You just kiss that $100 goodbye. So anyway, say la vie, say la vie. Share screen. Where is that? This one's called Ghost Battlefields and Crystals. Oh my. So but what I like about it is there's some interesting stuff on it. So I hope y'all like it. So we'll start that up. This was my original, well, besides the little one with the candle. The little one with the candle I did on my phone with like an app. I didn't know how to make no intros. But this is when I had my old computer and it had the movie maker thing on it. And I made it. I love all these old 70s books of women renting from houses. I've got a huge collection of books like that. I've actually got stickers of that all over my desk, on my laptop. And so I made my intro with that. What?
You go back to cemetery and ask them who got it.
I doubt they would.
I hope you enjoyed this.
That's
I want
fine.
to, my channel, I want to do some history, which I love history, but a lot of times, I love ghost stuff too. But a lot of times they interchange,
That's exactly what I was saying
Every
at the
time
beginning
something
of the live
historical
stream.
happens, it adds a little bit of legend that goes along with it. And I don't know if that's people's way of coping about the bad things that happen, or if that's just a way of keeping people's memory alive that passed away. Some of it might be true. There might be some supernatural. And so it may just be legend.
Years ago, a
Oh,
couple of friends of mine and I went to an undisclosed location.
I don't know. Let me see if I can turn this up a little bit. Because Dad talks really quiet, and I've got him a mic to put on his shirt for the next time we go out because it's so hard to hear him. But yeah, he tells his little ghost story while we're eating.
At an undesignated time of night, at an in particular time of year,
He was in a battlefield looking for shit. But it happened when I was little. That's why I said that. He says maybe that's why I don't say where he was and what he was doing. But he's like, maybe the limitations on getting in trouble has
about
expired.
20 years after, this has been about 20 years after the statute of limitations expired. So anyway, we had a we had
Joe.
a system worked out that we would put a pine cone in the middle of the road when it was safe to come back and pick us up. And so it was pitch black dark that night. And so one guy was driving my car, which if we'd been caught, my car would have, it would have been somewhere down in Rome, Georgia. I think is what it took at the time. And so he stopped in the road where I told him. My buddy bailed out. I got something hung. An unidentified object got hung in my seat, so I had to wrestle it loose. Yeah, and anyway, I heard this blood-curdling scream in the dark. And my unnamed buddy in the car looked at me, and I looked at him, and he said, "What was that?" And I said, "I don't know. Get out of here." I slammed the door, and he squealed out and took off. And it was pitch black dark. I couldn't see anything. And I was like, "Mike, where you at?" He's over here. Look out for the culvert. I'm like, what are you talking about? This place is flat as a pancake. So I, against my own rules, against my better judgment, I pulled out my flashlight and turned it on. And I was standing about 6 inches from a drop off. It went down about 8 feet. There was my buddy laying down in a pile of rocks, bleeding from every orifice in his body. And so I got down there beside him, and I was like, dude, man, don't tell me you're okay. Oh, God, don't let your leg be broken. We're going to have to call an ambulance, and I'll have to shoot you and leave you here in the night that I ever saw you. You know, you've heard of black ops before, haven't you? And so anyway, turned out he had a pretty bad limp and all, but he survived. I didn't have to shoot him. So I put my gun up, and so we went about our business. And all of a sudden, I was highlighted by a big spotlight out there in the woods. And I was like, I give up. And I stuck my hands up to surrender. And it was the moon had popped up through the trees and just bam, hit me all at once. So I didn't see a ghost out there either. No,
Except for y'allselves.
Except for us.
Screaming man falling in the culvert and the moon that saw it all.
We were the only scary things in those woods.
Showing me some stuff at this store.
This is our friend Megan on the Sachs-covered bridge. It's
Yeah.
the Confederate soldier that's standing on the other side.
Oh, wow. I don't know if it's coming in blurry or not. It's trying to, it's right there. It's a hard time focusing on it, sort of.
Here, let me show you the others.
You can tell she showed them pictures a million times.
This is as big as our machine can blow that up.
Yeah, okay.
See him there?
Mm-hmm.
You see his hat, his rifle, his hands, his arms, his legs.
We never made it
Wow.
to the Sachs Bridge while we were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, my
Wow.
Gary took 3 pictures at the same time. That's the first one. The girl is just little, and the man. That's the second one. So this is the first one. This is the second one.
Yeah.
Now, in the second one, there's something leaning against the bridge. It's not in the first one. This big orb
Yeah.
is not in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And we think that's him turned around walking the other way.
Oh, yeah.
So if you
Wow.
notice, particularly like in the big picture, you can see that he's sentry. He has one elbow up and one elbow down. He's holding his rifle out in front of him.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
And that's why we got him coming and going.
Oh.
Because he's walking back and forth on the bridge.
That's amazing.
Okay.
This is the major cemetery across from the
Okay, guys,
battlefield.
we're at Evergreen Cemetery. It's on Cemetery Hill.
I wanted to do a big investigation there and everything. And like, Dad just was like, we're not. And he was hurrying me up because he wanted to do a
Beside the
bus tour.
National Cemetery, and we're just going to walk around, take a few pictures, maybe do some spirit box. But I wanted to show you this
So
to
you
you.
didn't have time for spirit box because Dad
This
would
lady
let
right
me.
here, I saw her from the road. Across the street is where we were filming this
This
morning.
girl's story is amazing.
This is the Gettysburg Civil War Women's Memorial, dedicated to all the women who served in various capacities before, during, and following the battle. Their contributions, though rarely noted or honored, were immeasurable. And this is Elizabeth Macer and Peter Thorne immigrated from Germany and were married September 1st, 1855. Coincidentally, the same day the cornerstone was laid for Evergreen Gatehouse. The Thornes became the first family to live in the gatehouse when Peter was appointed superintendent of the cemetery in 1856. After Peter joined the Union Army, Elizabeth assumed his duties and served as caretaker from 1862 to 65. With the help of her elderly father, amid the heat and the stench, Elizabeth buried 91 soldiers in the weeks following the Battle of Gettysburg. While 6 months pregnant, she dug the graves in one of the rockiest regions of the cemetery. Wow. This is Elizabeth Thorne. And so, after Peter assumed the duties. Okay. So I guess her husband was fighting with the Union Army while she was taking care of burying all the dead.
Can you imagine being 6 months pregnant?
Let's go walk up to this mausoleum, see if we can see anything in there. I don't know. I think they've done something to blacken it out. You can kind of see a little bit. You can kind of see that there's stained glass in there. No. It's really hard to see. Oh, look at that. Oh, cool. I don't know if we can see. Yep. Just a little bit. You can see something. What about this way? Oh, wow. Oh, no. Cool. Somebody named Brown. Here's where we are right now.
That little white car was Joan's car that we were
buried a lot of
The reason that wind sounded so bad is I had this mic on my camera and didn't know to put a sock on the darn thing. So that's why
National Cemetery up that way. But still, my goodness, these are some pretty old graves right here.
It was so pretty there in Pennsylvania and Maryland.
Look at
all of our autumn trees were gone by this point. This was November. Y'all know how it is here in November. They still had leaves on their trees. Look how beautiful.
Wow. I'm going to stop a minute.
Couldn't believe it.
Get some pictures. All right, I stopped a second to take some pictures. This is that mausoleum we were just at. There's some further down the hill. But see, this is where that stained glass window is. Isn't that pretty? Pretty neat.
Right across the road.
The leaves here are absolutely beautiful.
Right across the entrance of the cemetery is the battlefield where we were at, like when the sun was coming up, and I did that video. I could have done that video so much better now with the sun rising than I did then. But anyway, so, and then also right across straight from the cemetery is the Jeannie Wade house where Jeannie Wade died. And of course, I had that video of the tour of her house.
But I believe beyond the gates,
very cool.
Right here, probably where the National Cemetery is for some of the soldiers. Very well. We have come to another mausoleum.
I was being rushed so much. That was rushing.
Welcome us, O Lord, into the light. This is Robert and Julia Lynch and family. Oh, crap. I stepped straight in a mud hole. I didn't even see that. Oh my gosh.
And my feet were wet.
Look
the rest
at that,
of the day.
guys.
The water went right through the shoes I had.
Is that not beautiful? There's Jesus. And you can see them in there, but the sun is kind of messing up the view. Do you see that? There they are, guys. Yeah, I went step, splash right in the mud hole. Okay. Here's the other ones. Put my hand over there and you can see it better, maybe. They're just kind of stacked up, one on top of the other. Yeah, Dad, if my feet wasn't wet, they are now.
And it was cold. It was snowing on us.
Going down the hill. And this just goes on forever, guys.
And I got sick.
This place is huge. I don't know if this is Luca or Lusa.
Probably Lucha.
Giuseppe and Mary. And Semi per sempre. Ooh. Let's see what hers looks like. She doesn't have one of those. She doesn't have anything over there. And there's nothing on this wall. So it's just the two of them right here. Right there. That's it on that one. Oh, we got a picture on this one. William Houghton. He died in 1960. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. Revelation 21:7. Looks like we got another one down here.
They were while their car was just like, follow me along. They were like, hurry up. We got to go to the bus tour.
It was snowing earlier, guys.
I don't know if I have it in this video or not, but when we went on that bus tour, they were telling us a story about some visitors there. I don't know if it was like back in the 90s or what. Was walking the battlefield and actually found skeletal remains of a soldier that nobody has ever found.
Flipping snowing.
I might have showed it in
It
this
was
video.
cool.
I don't know. It may be coming up.
See all those graves right there? All those are soldiers. See them stacked up. This is Kermit and Renee Paxton. This person's named Kermit. Kermit and Renee. Oh,
The ones that brought up Kermit.
they have really got it where you can't see nothing. They've got where you can't see nothing in that one. So we're going to go get us some tickets for the bus tour, guys. See you in a little bit.
Okay, so I did show the story. He's going to tell it.
Now, a lot of wounded soldiers were brought into the town, hit with 58 caliber mini balls, bullets as big as your thumb, made of soft lead fired at a low speed. If the bullet would hit you, it would pulverize your bone. Metal fragments would range up into your body, causing massive infections. No antibiotics. The surgeons would give you a little bit of whiskey, maybe some quinine, morphine, chloroform, and then amputation. On your left is the courthouse, that brick building we're just passing now. That was used as a hospital. Some wounded men had their limbs amputated, taken out of the door of that building, laid on the street corners, piled up like cordwood. Later, wagons would come through here. They'd fill the wagons with amputated body parts, take them out of town, burn them, and bury them. This was a bloody business. Now, in 1996, just to your right, in that ditch, a tourist walking around found bones. Just to your right. Ooh. They dug them up, realized they had found the soldier shot in the head. Without clothing, they don't know if the boy wore blue or gray, but they did give him a proper military burial here at Gettysburg. Almost all the monuments represent the men of the Union Army placed.
Can you believe that? 1996, that's the year Kai was born. Walking around being a tourist and finding a body. There's probably still so many bodies
here in the 1880s and 1890s. Those monuments represent the reinforcements that were sent to the battlefield. on the afternoon of July 1st, 1863. So just a word about monuments. Most of the monuments were put here in the 1880s and 1890s, honor the regiments of the Union Army, the victorious soldiers. There are about 400 men in a typical regiment, so every time you see a monument like the one to your right to the 17th Pennsylvania Cavalry, it represents about 400 men that stood and fought in this location. A long line of monuments usually represents a long line of Union soldiers. There are Confederate monuments.
This is something I didn't realize how big Gettysburg was. Like, I was thinking that there was one battlefield. You know what I mean? That's what you picture in your mind. But Gettysburg was an entire town. The whole battlefield was going on in this entire town. There was all this land you see here and all the land we were at. And then it went into the hills and down in Devil's Den. It was mind-boggling to me.
On this battlefield, but they were put here much later in time, and there are far fewer of them. So most monuments honor the Union soldiers. But here on what is known as Oak Hill is a memorial, not to war, but to peace. Not to Union soldiers or to Southern soldiers, but soldiers on both sides. We'll just pause up here, Ron. This is the Eternal Light Peace Memorial. An eternal flame does burn at the top, made of Alabama limestone and Maine granite, symbolizing the reunification of the country. Dedicated by Franklin Roosevelt on July 3rd, 1938, on the 75th anniversary of the battle, before an audience of 200,000 people, including 1,800 men who were Civil War veterans who came back for the ceremonies. Their average age was 94.
Oh, this is probably going to be a little loud. It was so windy up there.
Hey guys, we're at Little Round Top and we're going to show you around. Just a second. There's Miss Joan. Dad's taking pictures.
I remember that when everybody saw the video of Little Round Top, everybody's like, oh, that's that tower that Omar fell down. You remember Omar and James did a nighttime thing at Gettysburg, and they were in this tower thing, and Omar falls down the stairs. And
as always,
that's where we are.
We were waiting on time to take our bus tour. We thought we'd come check this other section out.
And it was so windy up there.
So Dad said he believes this is where the left flank of the Union Army was. And y'all, I had no idea until we got here. Until you actually come and visit, you have no idea how big this battlefield was. You know, in my mind, I think, okay, it opened up to one opening and they just fought right there. This included the valleys, the mountains. It was everywhere. It really was. And I'm blowing. We're racing up here. It is cold, but the scenery. I honestly think early November or late October, just the simplest of this monument.
Trying to spare your ears. We get inside the little place. It's not so bad. Let's see. I guess we'll have to listen to it.
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, it's the men that were actually fighting in the battle came here. And they were the ones that formed while all this happened, so it would be accurate. The veterans. Going here. Oh, gosh. Wow. Can you actually go up in there? What's up there? What's up there? Just a place to look and stuff. So these are private.
Let you get up there.
I'm afraid to go up there, y'all, because I'm gonna try it for this video because I love you, fam, and I know
I'm terrified.
y'all may not ever get to come, or maybe you can, but just in case. And I'm terrified of heights, but I'm doing this for y'all because I love you. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm on the top. Wow. Oh. Those that came later froze to death.
Yeah, me.
Oh. I told somebody when I came to the bus tour place, I said, if you had a wing, it would float right off today. I feel like I'm flying. Woo! What a ride. How about that?
And that jacket I'm wearing is not mine. It's Joan's. Thank God she had an extra jacket because, y'all, I was used to where I lived. I didn't realize in November how cold it would be in Pennsylvania. It never even crossed my mind because we were still having really hot weather here. So I had my short sleeves and you know what I'm saying. And I get up there and it's like bone chilling, like it was in the teens and 20s. And I think the next day, so they let me took me to a ghost tour where I could do the Jenny Wade house and something else. And the next morning we got up early to go to Antietam, and I did a video there, and I was doing a spirit box, and the soldiers were speaking, and I was sitting on a slab, and I swear to you, my ass was froze to that slab. I was like, screw this. I would have stood there longer if I could have, but I might show y'all that video.
This would have been a good place for me to have my light on my camera. I took it off, guys, because I didn't want my batteries to die before the ghost hunt thing tonight. To put a what? Yeah. The stamps ain't made for an old cripple, Daddy said. Listed. Yeah, we're going to go back to the car because my battery's fixing to die anyway. We didn't go out this way, so. John's dead. Did she not go back to the car?
He said Joan's probably dead by now.
Yeah.
So this was a really cool place. They went to like a Dad likes to smoke his pipes. If you go into his office, it just smells pure like cherry tobacco in there. I love the smell. But they were going into one of those type places. And I said, well, if y'all gonna go over there, I'm gonna go over to the metaphysical store. And John's like, why? And I'm like, because I want to. And then I realized when I got in there, I didn't have my money, my billfold, and it was locked in the car, and they had the keys. Oh, I love
the crystal wand. Now we can go in and see. They're still dowsing rods and all that here. Look at her. They got healing crystals, sage, smudging, divination tools, and card readings too. Black Hat Society since 1692. Let's see. It's old. That.
It smelled so good in there. That's why I like going to those kind of shops. They got their incense burning. It smells so good.
Door here. It smells really good in here for us.
I bought like a ghost protection kit in there. I may show it because it's right at the front. Ghost busting kit. I don't remember what was in it.
Black salt. Oh, how cool is that? 1695. Y'all, I forgot my money. I gotta come back if I want something.
I was the only customer in that store. I think somebody was trying to book a card reading on the phone.
Oh,
isn't that
all right.
pretty?
I'm going to say, what time in the afternoon are you talking?
These people with their northern accents.
Okay.
Oh, those are nice.
I hadn't been around so
All
many
right,
Yankees all my life.
Yeah.
Oh. They probably didn't know what to think about us and our southern accents. Yeah, they had a little bit of everything in that store.
Aren't those fairies pretty? Oh my goodness, they're beautiful. My son would like those dragons. Oh, I like that. Oh, wow, that's so pretty.
Really, Cookie would leave a call her neck.
They got a lot of stuff.
Not too many people have that as a nickname anymore.
Stuff for your incense.
Yeah, I know.
Singing bowls.
Wow, those are pretty.
Those were witches' balls.
She went from Zandra. Zandra Ray to Cookie.
Oh, wow.
She went from Zandra Ray to Cookie. Is Cookie in?
Oh. Okay, let me.
Zandra made her sound more gypsy-like, probably.
Cars. They got prayers and stuff right there. Oh, wow. Look at those journals. That reminds me of Hocus Pocus or something. Look at those. Those are pretty.
Well, you never call yourself, so why would you remember? And everybody wants to be
Real pretty tarot cards. That's the coolest Ouija board I've ever seen.
That was the closest I ever came to buying a Ouija board.
It's $90.
It was $90 freaking dollars. That was cool.
I think that's where she does the readings or what? It's probably where she does the readings.
All right, thank you.
Lots of candles.
Can I help you with something?
I'm looking around. I'm from out of town and I do YouTube videos and I was promoting your store. Oh, those are cool. Those are the big witches calendars. And I left my debit card in the car and I locked it, so I gotta wait till my dad comes back out before I can buy anything. Those are really cool. I was looking at your Ouija board over there with the Celtic one with the glass. That's the prettiest thing I've ever seen. It's really pretty. There's some oils. Those are cool too. Really cool looking spirit boards. So come check them out.
That was probably it on that one. I got the pictures. That camera takes really good pictures. The leaves are just so pretty. I love that picture of them on the bus tour. All right, so that's it on that one. Well, I've been on here nearly 2 hours. I hope y'all have enjoyed it. I think I'm fixing to sign off. I'm sure Kevin, with him needing to leave early in the morning, probably wants me to be quiet so he can go to bed. But maybe we can do another live stream where I show y'all some more old videos that you probably haven't seen before. Maybe can even find some footage of something before I even started YouTube to share. I don't know. We'll see. But I hope y'all have enjoyed it. Oh, I'm so glad, Kirk. I had a great time hanging out with y'all. I appreciate everybody that was in here. I think we had 20 people in here at one time. I need a soundproof wall. I probably need to get my I got a mic thing that Kyle let me have, and it doesn't reverberate as much with that mic. I just don't. I'll have to do some testing to see how it will work with going live. But yeah, echoing off the walls really bad. Probably did with the wind sound in that one video. It probably really sounded crazy. One thing too is I don't have a door on this room yet. It's a long story about my door, but I'm going to get it back up soon. But maybe I can pull y'all some cards too over in my card reading area. So excited. But thank y'all so much for being here. I love each and every one of you. And yeah, hopefully I can, since I've realized today I hadn't been taking my vitamin D, maybe I can get back to normal. I have not been resting well. Like I said, I hadn't been eating. I've had to force myself to eat, and I've been having nerve pain and dizzy spells. And somebody at work today figured out that I've been forgetting to take. Bad girl got your door taken. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to admit what happened. Okay. These doors are those old wooden doors, and the bottom of it was peeling really bad. I got mad and I thought, well, screw you. And I ripped it. When I started ripping, I couldn't stop ripping. And I finally got them out and it cut me and everything. So, because Kevin had said to paint them, I thought he meant the front too. He said, no, I want the front brown because it's going to look weird on the hallway with all these brown rooms and then this gray looking door. So he says he's going to stain that door. I do have the back painted gray for the inside already. So I'm just waiting for him to stain that door. Then we'll put it back up. Yeah, I kind of let out all my frustration on that door. But I'll tell you what, you start ripping that shit off, it will cut you and it'll hurt. I ain't even playing. So anyway, but yeah, in case y'all that came in late hadn't seen it, I want to show you my fireplace. Oh. But yeah, I'm still adding stuff to the room in here, and yeah, having a good time with it. But been missing y'all really bad. Oh, thanks, Marie. It's been so great to talk to you too, and each and every one of you. Appreciate all of you for being here. And Cindy, I looked for your message about maybe going somewhere tomorrow. So I guess it just depends on when I get my butt up. But I'll tell y'all, you know, my PT Cruiser died in the middle of Henniger coming home from work one day. And 2 men helped me get it off the road. And so it's still my former one of my former stepsister's son. Well, it wasn't her son. It was her ex-husband's son. But anyway, he was my nephew, even though he's the same age as my sister, you know. But him and his dad have a towing place, and they come and Kevin called them, and they come moved it over up the road to Kevin's shop, and it's just still sitting there. So I've been driving the PT Cruiser, which is dirty. I need to clean it because it's been sitting for so long, but it don't have no air. So I just die in that thing. So Kevin don't let me go anywhere too far to film because he's worried about how that car's going to do. So I'm kind of stuck staying around here. But it's been great talking to each and every one of you, and I love you so much, and I hope you have a great weekend. And I'm going to try to make my lives a regular thing again since I have room to do it in. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you, Rosie. I hope I feel better too. Hopefully I will. Maybe I'll actually sleep well tonight and feel like I slept when I wake up, because when I wake up, I feel like I hadn't slept at all. Good night, Cindy. Good night, John, Thomas, Adrian, Rosie, Marie. Who else was in here earlier that I missed? Stephanie was in here. Stephanie Schwartz, and Myers was in here for a little bit. He said work was calling him, so I guess he had to go back to Wally World and work. But anyway, maybe I'll get to film with them again soon. Me and the Halcombe brothers, Rusty and David, have been talking about going somewhere soon. It'll probably be next month, though. Kind of want to do a Halloween thing, but we'll see. There's been a particular place that's been calling the three of us back, and oh gosh, I didn't even tell y'all this before you go. There was a guy. I mean, when I was in Henniger the other day, and I pulled up to Circle K and got out of my car, and there was like a young guy, a young girl, and then another young guy in the back, and the guy's just like, "Hi, how are you?" And I'm like, "Don't know them." I was like, "Hi, fine." And something clicked in my mind. I turned around, walked back to him, and I said, "Yeah, I watch YouTube." He said, "No." And I said, "Oh, okay." And then I told him what I did, and they're like, "Oh, what?" He's like, "My mom's in there. She'll freak out." And I got my card and showed it to him. So you just never know when you're gonna come across people, I guess. But the strange thing is he brought up this place that me and Rusty and Dave have been talking about going back to. And he says, "Have you ever went to?" And he said the name of the place. I'm going to save it as a surprise. And I said, "Oh, honey, yeah." And so we kind of took that as another sign we need to go back. Because this stranger just happens to mention it. And not many people know about it, so it's strange. But I hope y'all have an excellent weekend, and we will do this again very soon. Just look for the notifications on social media, and if you want to keep up with some other stuff, if you don't have social media, I put stuff in the community tab all the time. Like any kind of announcements or whatever, I always post it there too. And so that way you'll come in the morning. I keep my phone on Do Not Disturb, but hopefully I'll see your call. But anyway, and the only reason there's reasons I do it because my phone would go off all the time. Hi, Exploring with Sam. So I'm fixing to get off here, but you're welcome to go back and watch the stream over again. It might take a minute because I'm on StreamYard. It might take a minute for everything to flow over to YouTube to watch it all, but it'll get there soon. But peace, love, and light to you all. Let me know how y'all are doing. If y'all, have anything you need to share, just, post whatever you want to in that private group page we have on Facebook. We're just a fam. I have to do that, Jessie. My phone will ding all night. Yes. And my dad calls me at weird times too. And it's like, you won't ever get any sleep. But I guess I'm in a habit of putting on Do Not Disturb because when I'm working, it would just go, all the time while I'm at work. And if I'm distracted by that, I'm not focusing on what I'm doing. Text. Okay. I'll try to check on all that, Cindy, because I do want to see y'all again. It's been a while. And I don't know, maybe Cindy can come over here one day and let's do a live stream together. That'd be cool too. We can watch some of Cindy's old stuff. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all soon, and good night. I love you guys so much. Bye-bye.